1865. The Civil War has ended, but in many of the small southern towns, the conflict went on. And in one of those small towns, a man became a hero, a criminal, and a legend.
There was a man, there was a man, and he was more than a man in a land where the faint dare not go. There was a time fading from view before the lights of battle designs stole all we knew. When a man's word was good as gold, and honor was the page on which he wrote, and everybody knew each other's names, each other's lives. There was a man, there was a man, there was a time, there was a time. This was our land, this was our land, and this was our town. There was a man.
He was a man of strength and character.
Was a fool.
He was a man of courage and honor.
Was a coward, an outlaw, a rebel who broke every rule.
He was the best of our
Now there was a
kind.
man. I had to watch him sing, gallant and strong. I had to watch him sing. The kind of a man who'd take a stand even when wrong. It's our families on this rocky soil, sleeping every day in earthly toil. Side by side we watch the seasons change, and all along there was a man, there was a man, there was a time, there was a time, there was a land, there was a man, and there was a town. Somewhere in the distance bugles cry.
We watched in horror as our sons and husbands answered.
Men were men, and boys were boys, willing to join in the fight. There was a man,
There was a man,
there was a time,
there was a time,
there was a land,
there was a man,
there was a town,
there was a time,
there was a man,
there was a man.
there was a
The time is 1858. It is several years before the war, and three friends, Tom and Willie DULA and Bobby Grayson, are out for an adventure.
Who's there?
Woo!
Somebody there? Willie DULA? That you? What are you doing here?
I just brought me some friends.
Willie DULA, you've been talking out school about me? Who's down there? What you hidden for? Tommy DULA, that you? What you doing around here?
Just out walking, I guess.
Out walking, huh? Where you tended to walk to?
Tween your legs, if you'd let me.
Willie, don't be telling!
Oh, Pauline, I never.
I never want to see you again. Never, ever.
You can trust me, Pauline. I won't talk.
Me neither, Pauline.
Bobby Grayson, you go on home, you little snail, and you too, Willie DULA.
Oh, Pauline.
Aw.
Go on home now, you hear me? Scat.
What about me?
You can just go back on home too if you're going to believe everything you hear and talk about it too.
Honest, I don't believe nothing or talk to nobody.
I don't like people who talk about things. Well, just for a minute, but be quiet. Uncle Will and Esther ain't to bed yet.
Tommy quickly scrambles over the ledge and stands at the foot of the cast iron bed.
Well,
Tommy swallows and slides into bed with her.
All right.
Just say you love me. That's all I need to open treasure. First you must find a key. I'm not a lady, but I'm worth more than free. Just say you love me. How hard can it be? What are you afraid of? Why are you so scared? Am I someone you're ashamed of? Telling me that you care. Just for tonight, whisper into my ear those simple words that I always have longed to hear. And I'll be your princess and make you my king. Just say you love me and you'll have everything. What are you afraid of? Though the words are few, they're what life is made of. Wouldn't you? Couldn't you? Just say you love me and we'll be more than friends. Just say you love me.
I'll say I love you.
Just say I love you. Even if it's just
I love you, Pauline.
Moving forward in time, we are now in the Civil War, and the three friends, all serving in the Confederate Army, are in the midst of battle.
Jeez, Tom, they're getting close. Hell, that ain't close. They missed us by a mile. Can't even shoot over there. Well, Willie, I don't want it any closer. Brother, I'm beginning to get the feeling that they don't like us very much over there.
Seems like we got a few of them still left out there. Hardly noticed, sir. We'll give it a rest a minute before we charge.
Yes, sir.
Might as well use the last bit of this here tobacco. Hate to waste anything.
Did I ever tell you guys about the first time my brother Willie here got his first piece of prime?
Oh, like with that girl. I love you. I love you.
Oh, no, but this was better.
Will you let me tell it? It's my story. He could never get it right anyways. You see, I was out working in the corner of this field, clearing brush and whatnot, and she just comes walking out of the woods, plain as you please, naked as the day she was born. She comes up to me and she starts rubbing against me, and let me tell you, I got bigger than a boy at that age had any right to be.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm here to tell you, I took to it like a duck to water, and I was just dipping it in the old honey pot when I look up, and there stands her mama with, I am telling you, murder in her eyes.
Hell, what'd you
What
do?
the hell was that? What did her mama do?
Her mama didn't do nothing. She just stand there and she say,
Damn it, Billy. I hate this war. What's worth fighting for when it's all said and done? Is it worth dying for when the hellish battle's won?
I long for another time spent with family and friends. What gets me through the night and through the fight is the hope that I'm finding my way home.
Marching my way through this war, I'm just finding my way home. 'Cause home is the only thing that is worth fighting for. It's worth fighting for.
I just
any younger. I guess it's about time to show them what the South's all about.
Just don't go being so hasty, brother. I'll go first and draw the fire.
The scene changes to a small rural valley that Willie and Tom call home. One of the town's oldest inhabitants, Martha Gilbert, remembers a better time.
Not long ago there were shadows. These were arms of welcome shade. Now all that's left are the memories silently replayed. He used to swing from these branches for our time we left happy there. We never gave thought to what we had up until that day. Not long ago, this was our land.
This road is their road,
This road
this land is
led the way
and our home is their home.
to our town.
Now this
Our
street is their
homes,
church.
our
Standing in
community. To
Now this
the
land is their
church we prayed. Now this land is their land. This land is their home. Now this land is their land. This land is their home. We never gave thought to liberty up until that day. Tom DULA, you've come home.
So, you're Tom DULA. The war is over, so I want something understood. Losers don't have heroes. This is a peaceable town, and according to the laws of this land, it is now our town. That doesn't have to make much difference, but that's going to depend on you. If we understand ourselves, you'll probably be wanting to get on home.
I can take in my wagon.
No, I think he can walk. It'll do him good. After all, what's a few more miles when you're this close to home?
Thanks, Zach, but he's right. I can walk.
That's enough.
What you gonna do? Kill an old lady? Hey, Stormy! Don't try to tell me what to do, you stinking piece of crap, you ugly fool, picking on a lady such as me. You think because you're wearing blue, you got a right to push old ladies too.
I do.
Like such as me, or as a lady such as I. Back to your style, you filthy swine. No offense to pigs and all their kind, picking on ladies such as me. I've wiped my rear with better than you clean prettier turds from under my shoe. Ladies such as me, or as a lady such as I. What? What's that I smell? I could swear something died. Is it your breath or your armpits? I just can't decide. It'd take a runt of a litter like you to grow to be the biggest jackass to be picking on a lady such as me. If I were you, I'd be ashamed of picking on a lady as my game. A lady such as me, or as a lady such as I.
White
Oh,
trash.
you sorry excuse for a peckerhead calling me white trash? And while we're on the subject of peckerheads, why, I bet yours is only this big, and that's fully grown. But the good Lord was merciful when he gave you two tiny, matching little balls. How the size of peas, I suspect. I'm so disgusted the man of our town could lose it all to a man with less sense than a hound. Speaking of dogs, they lick themselves clean. You don't bother washing. Know what I mean? Picking on a lady such as me. And by the way, it wouldn't hurt
shirt for a lady such as me. Or is a lady such as I?
Better shut up.
We're doing well. What? Got egg on your lapel?
What are you talking about?
What's that smell? Soap with a pail. Have I made myself perfectly clear? Young man, you can go to hell. But you might want to wash that shirt first.
Lights come up on the DULA porch, where Mary, Tom and Willie's mother, is welcoming them home.
Tommy! Tommy, 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 you've come home! You've come home! Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Mama. Oh, you look so tired.
I'm fine. Just fine.
Oh, Papa. How's Papa?
I sent word. Thought maybe somebody would reach you. Caught the influenza, 62 or 63. Just before Jimmy went off and got himself killed at Cooper Creek.
Little Jimmy.
Born a child no more. Couldn't keep him no more than I could have kept you. Had to go be a man.
Where?
One battle's just like so many others. You'd think I remember the name, but somehow at the time it weren't so important. There's a stone in the graveyard up there. Got his name on it. But he ain't there. Just somehow made it better.
Willie. He's all right, ain't he? We were together for a good bit, watching out for one another, but then we got split. Last thing we said was we'd meet up back here.
Last I hear, the young Jeff Marshall said he saw him just in passing at some place called Hattiesville more than a year ago. Just got to pray he'll come through just like you did.
Mom, the war is over.
I know. And I'd about done giving hope on you too, and see how wrong I'd have been. So I ain't gonna give hope on him either. Just have to pray for the Lord for a little more sweet time. A little more sweet time.
Lights crossfade to the inside of the Union Barracks, where Sharker is writing a letter to his wife.
My beloved wife, as I write tonight, I can almost feel you near, even though you're miles away. Every waking minute of my life is spent with you in mind. Have I ever told you I've only lived just to hold you? And when I hear the sounds of children laughing now, well, it almost brings me to tears, longing for the family we share. I cease to understand what I'm doing here when I wish that I were home, right there next to you and the children too, instead of here all alone. Oh, I'm missing you more than flowers need rain. I need you when I'm thirsting with pain. Only you are the light I depend on till we meet again. I'll be missing you.
The scene changes to the inside of the DULA cabin, where Tom sits in an undersized wooden tub, all elbows and knees, trying to take a bath.
Oh, watch where you're pouring that, Mom.
I want every inch of you clean, son. Every inch. Those things eat you alive, boy. Eat you alive. And don't miss those feet. Wow, son, you got past your bone size. Come in.
Just dropped by to say welcome back.
Well, come on in. Don't stand on manners.
Oh, yes, my missus sent this.
Tell her thank you. Last year's plums. Look, Tom.
Oh, thanks, Zach. Yeah, I remember how good her candies used to be.
And I wanted to explain about this
Done,
morning.
already done it. Times has changed. It's better than it was. Not as good as it could be.
Just wanted you to know we're all glad you made it back. I expect the others will be dropping by and every now and then. It's just that with the Yankees putting their stamp down and everything, we can't always welcome you the way we'd like.
We disturbing anything? Just thought I'd stop by.
Not a bit. He's all in one piece. Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. I just brought a little something, not much, because you know how things are.
Whoa, Mama, that's hot.
Hot's what it takes. Just covered in crawlies. Just covered.
You need any help with scrubbing?
No, ma'am. Thank you. I think I can handle it with Mama and all. How are the boys? Zed Taylor and Michael Lee?
They... someplace called Gettysburg. You sure you don't need any help or anything?
I suspect I'm having a little difficulty reaching my back.
Good to have the boys back home, yep?
Yep. See you later. And every lonely night that you're not by my side is spent in quiet despair, questioning the reason I'm here. Oh, I'm following orders from a higher command, given by someone who'll never understand that when it comes to me, I've begun to see something greater than glory. I'm missing you.
I'm missing you.
More than flowers need rain, I need you.
I need you.
When I'm thirsty with pain, only you are the light I depend on.
Till we meet again, I'll be missing you.
On the front porch of Will Foster, the father of the 16-year-old daughter, Laura.
Excuse me, sir. Ma'am, my axe, it needs some wetting, and I just...
You're Tom Dula. Daddy said you come home. Daddy, he come home just like you said.
Ain't blind, seeing myself. It's good to have you back.
I'm Laura. Laura Foster.
You were just a nigh high when I last... I mean, you sure grew up nice. I mean big. I mean, no offense meant. I'm sorry. It's my axe. It lost its edge during the war.
A lot of things did. I can have it for you tomorrow.
Oh, thanks. Let's say anything around here need doing?
Ah.
Well, thanks again.
You want a cookie? I just baked him. Papa, you want a cookie or something?
No, thank you.
Here, fresh this morning.
Good.
Have another. Got plenty. Don't get many heroes come calling.
Oh, I ain't no hero.
Sure you are. You came home.
Coming home don't make you a hero.
Just to us. 18 of y'all went off and let you come back.
Well, Willie will be home directly.
So 3 at Hall End. Everybody's gonna be looking at you, wanting you to be everything.
Hold on, I'm not all you think that I am. I'm no hero for walking and breathing like any other man. Though I fought the noble fight, I'm still alive. Yet there are others who'll never walk or see again, who'll never talk or breathe again. They're the heroes. I'm one of the lucky, I guess. Tell me who knows, I could have been one of them, but I'm not instead. I have a chance to start a whole new life of possibilities for an ordinary man who has his own dreams. And I made a promise if I survived to embrace life from moment to moment, glad to be alive. The silver moons and tater pies, the cry of loons on summer nights, even fishing in the rain. It doesn't saying one day I'll have a place of my own and a wife with a house full of kids who will grow right before our very eyes. When you've come this close to losing life, you learn just what it means to be an ordinary man who still has his dreams. I'm just an ordinary man, but I have my dreams. See you tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
You left the sugar out.
Didn't have no sugar.
It tells.
Back at the DULA farm, someone is standing on the porch stoop when Tom comes home. It's a grown-up Bobby Grayson.
You son of a bitch, where have you been? Oh, I haven't seen you in years. No, you got short.
Hell, you never seen a guy with a wooden leg before?
What happened?
Got blowed off. Funny things I don't remember. You know, times like that.
Yeah.
One minute you're over here doing something and it's coming right up on you while you're just standing there. Everything gets hectic, people running, guns are firing, and the air is thick with smoke everywhere. And maybe I was dreaming, but this guy with no arms sees me leaning against a tree, and he says, "Where's your leg?" I thought it was funny, like a dream, except it's worse than any nightmare. I thought that it was right there, but it's gone, and it was the worst moment of my life. I hope to never know again what I went through then. I'd rather die. It felt like the worst moment of my life. I think you've reached the very end to somehow survive. They told me I was gonna feel something in it, like when it rains or something like that. Like my toes, but I don't. Just gone.
You seen any of Pauline like we all used to?
Standing outside her window saying, "Woo."
Anybody.
Yeah, that's true. She broke in half the boys in Wilkes County.
But you had to say you loved her.
I didn't. I had to pay her $1. It felt like the worst moment of my life. Wishing she would give to me what she gave me for free. Hurts a boy's pride. It felt like the worst moment of my life. That's what I was thinking then. But surprise. Nah, I don't see much Pauline anymore. Besides, me being a school teacher and all, I gotta start acting respectable.
School teacher?
Yep, been up to Wilkesboro getting myself certified.
That's crazy.
Nah, as a teacher. I'm the new teacher.
You gotta be kidding. You couldn't even read. Willie and I had to figure out all the dirty words.
Well, I'm a teacher now.
Well, why'd you want to be a teacher?
You ever seen a farmer with one leg? Anyway, I was the only guy here about to get signed for my sixes.
Shit. Bobby Grayson. A teacher.
Even thought about getting myself married.
Married? Well, what would you want to get married for?
I don't know, just thinking about it.
Who?
You might remember her. Will Foster's daughter? Little Laura Foster. Prettiest little thing you ever did see. And sweet and innocent. No Pauline for me. When I want to be her first.
It is evening. The scene moves back to the inside of the DULA cabin where Tom is washing up.
Takes more than a spit bath to go courting.
Now, who said anything about no courting? Tom just thought it might take me a little walk up on Skeeter's Ridge.
And the Melton farm being not too far off that. Look out, Pauline!
Think what you like.
Think what I know. Don't see why no man likes to wallow where every other man's done wallowed when there's a nice fresh thing not even over that hill.
Laura Foster is too young.
She's almost 16. Good wife and age. And not seen the inside of everybody's pants either.
Look, I don't even know why we're talking like this. I'm just going walking.
Well, all I got to say is, and it's my last word on the subject, if you had the sense the good Lord gave ghosts, which you don't, you just keep on walking past Jane and Ann Melton's place and confine your diddling where nobody else ain't diddling. Just like a man. Just like a man.
The lights come up and we find we're outside the rustic bedroom of Pauline.
Whoo! Whoo!
I hear you, and you're just lucky I'm the only one who hears you. Whoever you are, one thing up front, I ain't giving it away. Now, who's there?
You mean you're gonna charge a poor soldier boy back from the war?
Tommy? Tommy Dula, that you? I knew you'd come, I just knew it. You missed me, didn't you? Tell me you missed me.
I missed you.
Nah, you didn't. I heard all about those ladies in Richmond and Atlanta.
Oh, well, fine, I didn't meet all that many of them.
I used to think about you lots of nights, wondering what you were doing, and if you were thinking about me. You were thinking about me, right?
Well, sometimes. Willie and I both did.
Remember that first time? The time Willie brought you up to my window, thought he was going to show you guys the what-fors, but I run him off and took you instead. I just did that to spite him.
Oh, well, you spited him, all right. Beat the shit out of me when I got home. Yeah. But it was worth it.
Things were easy then, you know. Good memories. I changed my name.
You what?
I changed my name. It ain't Pauline anymore, it's Pearline.
Well, what would you want to do that for?
Because it's pretty, don't you think? Pearline.
Yeah. Pearline. It's real pretty. Do they call you Pearline?
Who?
The folks you're working for, the Meltons.
Yeah, sometimes. James don't, but then he's old. Anne's a lot nicer to me. Marry me, Tom. I can cook, and I'd make a good wife. We could go away someplace away from all this, and you know.
Shoot, Pearline. What would I want to get married for?
I'd be good to you, Tom. I really would. We could get our own place, and I'd never let anybody touch me except you, and we could go, you know. Don't get so serious on me now. I was just funning. I still got a lot of partying left in me yet, and when I do marry, it's not just going to be to any old guy who comes crawling through my window.
I really got to be going.
But don't you want
I just wanted to see you. See if you're okay.
Really? They were good times, weren't they? Huh?
Yeah, good times.
Oh, the dance. You coming to the dance, aren't you?
What dance?
The opening of the school building. Be the first big do-in since everything got so messed up. Coons Age of Sundays, and everybody's gonna be there.
Well, then I expect I'll be there too.
Me too. And you'll dance every dance with me, Tom Dula, won't you?
You know me, Pauline. Pearline. I don't dance.
Dancing with me. I can almost feel him. Dance with me. I shall go knowing he'll take my hand, and he won't leave me standing alone.
But I don't dance.
How do you do? Yes, I'd be delighted to dance with you. Then it's been decided, show me the way, and we'll laugh and we'll sway as the eyes in the room turn to see
fellas see what I see? I think that's a Johnny Reb war hero. Yep, that's what it is. I can smell it from here. Anybody know how you can tell if you got a genuine Johnny Reb war hero in front of you? Well, the genuine Johnny Reb war heroes, they're the ones with guns that only shoot in the back.
You leave it be.
Miss Martha.
Tom.
What you got a need for, Tom?
Oh, Ma, she needs some pepper for curing and a couple pounds of rock salt for the...
How many people you shoot in the back, war hero?
I think I can handle that for you.
I said, how many people you shoot in the back? I asked you a question, boy, how many?
More than a few. But then again, I don't recall having much choice. Most of the time, you boys was always running away.
I'm gonna have to kill me one war hero!
I didn't come here to fight. This is my home. I've had enough of killing.
You son of a bitch!
I said I didn't want to...
Here now, hold on. He didn't do anything. You can't...
A fight ensues. Sarge and his men overpower Tom, and at the height of the fight, Sharker interrupts.
What in God's name is going on here?
But Sarge and Tom continue to beat each other senseless until they are both collapsed on the floor.
Now that we've proven whatever this was supposed to prove, somebody want to take care of these pathetic fools before they hurt themselves? You want to say something?
No, sir.
Maybe if I wasn't an officer?
Ah, but there's the catch. You are, sir.
I can forget it for a moment if you can.
I'm good at forgetting, but are you, being an officer and all?
You'd be amazed at some of the things I've forgotten in my days.
I could have killed you.
You and how many others?
I don't need nobody to help me kill a Johnny Reb, you son of...
Go on. I've been called worse.
No, sir.
I said go on. Finish it.
All right, sir. All I want to know is, whose side are you on anyway?
There is no side. The war's over.
Not for me. Not for me, goddammit, and not for you either.
This is martial law, Sergeant, not war.
Then maybe you don't understand martial law.
Look, I don't have to explain myself to you or to anyone. I was put in charge of this town, and I intend to see that my orders are carried out.
Yes, sir, of course, sir, but that doesn't mean I have to think they're right.
Right? What's right? I know damn well what you'd like. What everyone wants me to do. Play the conquering hero, the Iron Hand, the Avenger, enslaving them, isn't it true?
The Bible says, an eye for an eye, they're all damn slavers and assassins. And I, for one, could care less if they died. I wouldn't shed a tear for them, and you had best beware of them.
My God, Sergeant, look at them. They didn't kill Lincoln. They probably didn't even know who he was. They're farmers, for God's sake. Having trouble just making ends meet. I should know. I was one of them once.
And yet they went to war declaring their stand to take away the basic rights of others. Your so-called farmers, with their filthy, dirty hands, stain this perfect land with the blood of my two brothers. Revenge!
Bring them back to life.
Revenge!
Why don't you end the fight? When does the payment stop?
Not now, not ever. Revenge!
But now the war is over.
Revenge!
It's time to focus forward.
Not after what I've lost.
We've all lost more in this war than we figured, but we don't have to go on losing more.
We didn't lose. We won, or doesn't that matter?
But even though we've won, it still can't bring back
my brothers! Revenge!
Bring them back to life.
Revenge!
Why don't you end the fight? When does the payment stop?
Not now, not ever. Revenge!
But now the war is over.
Revenge!
It's time to focus forward.
Not after what I've lost.
Not after all it's cost.
Revenge!
The cycle starts again.
Revenge!
The madness never ends. When does the payment stop?
Not now, not ever. Revenge!
But now the war is over.
Revenge!
It's time to focus forward.
Not after what I've lost. I want my revenge!
The scene shifts to the woodpile behind Tom DULA's cabin.
I brought you something. Would you look at your face? Everybody's talking about it. You're some kind of hero.
Some kind of fool's more likely. What you got?
Daddy wouldn't be in.
knows it's too early, but he said my cookies weren't fit for hogs without no sweetening.
Well, I didn't think they were so bad.
These are better. But there is not the real reason I came. You going to the dance?
I guess so. If I get everything done and some of this soreness leaves.
I've never been before. I mean, I've been, but never so I was old enough to dance. Anyway, your mama said she'd show me the how, and I was just wondering if you...
I ain't very good at dancing.
Oh, not all the time, just maybe once. I just got this fear of standing there and nobody asking, so I just thought...
What you mean, nobody asking? Well, you're gonna have to fight him off. And besides, you got Bobby Grayson. I think he's just gonna
Bobby? What's he got to do with anything?
Well, I thought he was sort of...
Bobby? Well, he hardly even talks to me. Comes to see Daddy right regular, but... Bobby Grayson. But just in case...
I'll make sure you're dancing.
The lights come up on a deserted country lane at dusk.
Who goes there?
The name's DULA. Willie DULA.
This is our road, and it ain't open to the likes of you.
But it leads to my town and my home, just over that hill and...
Well, you're gonna have to find another way. Just don't step foot on our road.
Every muscle and bone in this old body quakes with the anger of a man who's taken all he can take. And yet the smell of my homeland nearing and the beauty before my eyes is what I've been fighting for every step of the way. It's been worth striving for, waiting for that blessed day. I'm coming to life again with each breath that I take. Reaching that final bend, my journey's end, the battle's over. I'm finding my way home, marching away from this war. Now I'm finding my way home, 'cause home is the only thing worth fighting for. I'm finding my way home, marching away from this war. Now I'm finding my way home, 'cause home is the only thing ever worth fighting for.
On the inside of the new schoolhouse.
Ladies, gentlemen, this is truly an exciting evening for the town of Elksville and for all of us who now call it home. Together we've built a school. Together we've taken steps to educate our children.
School before you burned it down.
Yeah,
But now is a time to rebuild, and this is a step. On with the dance.
There, standing in the doorway, is the beautiful Anne Melton on the arms of a very old man, James.
My dear Miss Melton, may I have the honor of this first dance?
Shocker. I don't think that would be...
I say, sir, this is highly irregular.
Sir, this is a dance, yet no one is dancing. I meant no disrespect. Surely she can't refuse such an innocent
Excuse me, sir. But the young lady promised this dance to me.
Tom breaks the ice, and the dance begins with everyone joining in. During the dance, Bobby is waiting on the sidelines, wanting to rush to Laura. Laura is wanting Tom, and Pauline is in a similar situation. The dance comes to an end. It is clear that Tom is taken with the lovely Anne Melton.
Tom, wasn't that the most fun you ever had? Tom.
Oh, yes, Tom DULA.
Anne Melton.
Well, that was a fine how do you do. I want to thank you, young man, for stepping in like that.
It was my pleasure.
This is my husband, James.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Miss Laura? Would you care to, dance the next one with me?
I'd like that, Mr. Grayson.
Pearline still hasn't danced, and she knows now she won't be asked.
What's the matter? Good enough for funning, but not for dancing? Please, just one dance. I thought this was a party, please. Nobody even looks at me less than it's in the dark. Then I'm good enough for any of you. Ain't that so? Ain't that so?
Miss Pearline, I thought this was our dance. I always keep my promises to a lady, and I must have promised you a dozen dances, didn't I?
Anne watches Tom, then turns to her husband.
Come on, James. We're gonna dance.
Pearline sees in Tom and Anne her only champions.
Thanks.
Of course.
It's late the next morning, and we are back in the DULA cabin.
I saw you, man.
Just like a man. Just like a man. I ought to just let you and Bobby slip out the dew. But I won't. But I ought to. Willie?
Mama! Willie, what's wrong?
Mama, I come home.